Okay, so character creation in Classic Traveler is the game. It is the game. It's not like, oh, we create characters and then we play the game. We're about to play the game right now. So I'm gonna take my starter set and I'm gonna display it on the screen so everybody can kind of see what I'm doing with this. Let's see here. I'm gonna share the screen. Okay. Is everybody able to see that?
Yeah.
You make it.
Did that just pause it? I hope it didn't.
Yeah, it paused it, but you unpaused it.
There we go. That's a little better. Maybe even closer than that. I mean, my eyes aren't terrible, but
yeah.
I
I'll have to kind of hop back and forth, but we'll hop back and forth. I just want to make sure that I can. Okay, just want to make sure that that is working okay. All right. So here we are. And you are from the Rylanor subsector, 2000 in the about the year 4600 AD. What is about the year 1090, 1100 of the Imperial year system. It depends. We don't know your career yet, so we don't exactly know. But you're 18 years old, and at best, you come from the middle class so far. We'll find out. Actually, no, you need to be born first. By the way, you probably have to zoom out. So we're going to start at birth. So if you I'm going to kind of call it out. This is going to sound kind of silly, but if everybody does it, it will like literally crash our computers and the whole thing will shut down. So I'm going to kind of
it's better. It's always better one by one, in my opinion.
Oh no, but yeah, actually that's true too. So let's start with Dave. Dave, if you either press 3 or select the number 3 macro and execute it. And we're going to see what kind of person Dave is in terms of their raw talent.
Press the 3 macro?
Yeah, just press 3 on your keyboard. That's all you got to do. So long as the VTT is selected.
I just want to say before this that I understand that life isn't fair.
Yeah. Hey, it might be real good too.
App-generated dice are never kind to me.
That's why I'd have to be the dungeon master, because everybody cheers when the monsters fail, right? But like, oh, dude, for reals, you've got somebody who is.
I really wanted to roll analog dice for that.
I want to mention another thing. So, opposite D&D, and we're doing this. This is your character right now. But opposite D&D, having a literal 2 doesn't mean that you're like slipping and falling on banana peels and being goofy, okay? You're still a normal person, so you're not like completely unable to walk or something stupid like that. This is like in the realm of just being a normal person. These things don't modify it that much. But yeah, you are not very strong and not very dexterous. You're a dork. You are pretty good at endurance, whatever that means, and you're pretty smart. But you didn't have much intelligence, and you're pretty good socially. So, all right. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to either take those and migrate them to your character sheet, or just jot them down real fast. I don't know if you noticed, but you have to expand. You have to click on it where it says 2d6, 2d6 to see your results. But you'll want to take the sum and jot those 6 attributes down, okay? All right, let's keep going. Chris. You got... It's pretty good.
Yeah. I will take it and not give it back. Speaking of not born into the middle class.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're going to be a noble, I believe, on that.
With 11, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then the next one will be Tiffany.
Okay.
All right, so you are probably a pilot or a gunner or a sniper or something. You've got
Sounds good to me.
But we'll see, you know, but I don't know. And then Tommy.
Welcome to the 2 Club.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow, you did even worse than me. You should get a mulligan.
Right.
But smart, but he's like the egghead, right? Like he's got the 9. Isn't that intelligence? Or is that? Yeah, because that's intelligence, right? Yeah. So you got like the egghead, but he doesn't have any education. Maybe he's like the common sense guy or like the smart guy who didn't get access to education. I guess we'll find out. That may all completely change, by the way. All of this can change it here because this is just you when you're born for the first 18 years.
Never had a chance to die yet.
Yeah, and then there's that too. You can also just die. So there's also that. Trellis.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Holy smokes. Hey, that's pretty good though. Strength is pretty good. Just a little bit of a butterfingers. Otherwise, pretty good. Okay, cool.
Butterfingers.
It's pretty good in relation to what we've seen so far.
I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that each one of the rolls have 6 2d6, and then it shows a number. I'm not seeing where I can drop it down.
How's it going, man?
Click on the number,
Yeah.
it drops it down.
Yeah, where
Click
it says,
on the total number where it says like a 33. Just click on that.
That's true too. Yeah, you're right. If you click on that, it'll drop
Okay,
it down.
thanks.
All right, so you all will need to either migrate this to your character sheet or jot it down, and it's there in chat. You can go back and reference it. Okay, so here you are. This is who you've been up to the point that you're 18 years old. And now you're going to select a service. Now, in order to get through this quickly tonight, one thing that's going to be challenging is each time this comes up, the first time I'll point out really quickly what your options are and kind of what it means. Okay, real quick. But after that, you'll have to make the decision right away. So you have to make the decision real quick because we have a bunch of decisions to make tonight. So the first thing, and I'll go over it really quickly just so you know.
There's still one person out to roll still?
What's that?
Has everyone rolled?
I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah. So you will pick a branch of service to try to enlist in. There are some pros and cons to the ones that you'll pick. Well, I'll just tell you. If some of them are easier to survive than others, and some of them you may have a better chance at doing well in than others, right? So the Navy takes intelligence and education because they are very technical, whereas the Army takes, endurance. In the Marines and the Scouts, they have a much higher casualty rate. And then finally, if all that fails, you might choose to become a criminal if you just don't want any part of all that. And you'll find yourself in the middle of all this anyways, even if you choose to become a criminal. But if all that fails, then you'll get drafted, which we'll talk about later. Okay, so then you can attempt to get a rank. I want to explain rank does not work like it does in our military. Rank is like completely vertical and meritocratic. So if you're a sergeant, you get promoted to lieutenant, then that lieutenant is better, faster, stronger, smarter than that sergeant. Completely unlike real life, which is not like that at all, right? So you want as much rank as you can get, to be clear. And then as you gain rank, you're going to get benefits and stuff, and then hopefully survive. And that's going to be the thing, is that each time you're going to have to try to survive life events. And I'm going to ask you, I'm going to say, hey, you barely made that roll. What happened? And we're going to record these events and we're going to tie them together. So this is the game. Okay, here we go. So starting with Dave, select a branch of service, sir.
Scouts.
Scout service. Very well. So the scout, excuse me. Do you have a strength of 7 or intelligence of 6?
I have an intelligence of 6.
Very well. Then you have a +2 to that dice roll. What is your result?
It'd be a 9, but I got in with the 7 anyway.
Nice. So you made it in with flying colors. You're ASVAB. Like they liked the, I don't know. They liked whatever you had to offer, and you made it in. And so it says now that you've made it in, you're going to have to try to survive whatever is about to happen in your first term of service for 4 years in the Scouts.
Okay.
So
That says a 7+, and I need an endurance of 9+ to get a bonus. I don't have that.
Scouts are hard to survive. You made it. Not only did you make it, but you did really well. Now, we're about to find out why you did well. Now, in the Scout service, you're defined by like going off on your own, like in a scout ship, like out in the middle of nowhere, right? Or with a small team. So you don't actually get any rank. But the benefit of being a scout, so it says attempt rank, you will not do that. Then it says determine skills allowed. So I'm going to scroll down here. Right off the bat, because you're a scout, you get pilot 1. Now this is cool because I'm going to give you guys a suite of skills. I apologize, I'll explain why later, but I'm going to give them to you. So you actually have pilot 2 right off the bat.
Okay. I'm just going to put that on a separate piece of paper to move this along faster.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's not that many things to record, just the 6 things, some skills, and some gear. Okay, so there you go. You survived. You got pilot 2 right off the bat. And then a scout always has, now I'm going to interpret something, and people might disagree with me here, but I think that being a scout wouldn't be worth it if you didn't get to do this. It says you get 2 in your initial term of service, but scouts get 2. So I'm going to say that you're going to get 3. So right off the bat, what's your education?
Education is a 6.
All right, you ain't getting into college while you're out there. You're not doing, Liberty Online or anything out there. You're just not gonna cut it. So you have to pick one of these 3 tables here: personal development, service skills, or advanced. And you pick right now, and you can do all just one table if you want, and you'll roll 3 times.
I can't see it very well.
Is that better?
There we go.
Sorry.
Yes. So it's personal development, service, and advanced.
Yep. So,
And then the advanced education is only if you're smart. Okay.
yeah, and let me kind of cage it in and kind of like canvas what this is. So advanced education, you're really smart. Maybe you'd go to college. You're going to get really advanced stuff like tactics and engineering and medical and like really technical stuff, right? Advanced education, you're going to get something similar like electronics or mechanical or operating vehicles. If you do the personal, then you're just going to increase your skills or get gun combat. And then service skills are things that are skills related to being a scout.
Okay. I will take 2 on the advanced education and 1 on the personal development.
Roll 3d6.
Okay. Personal development. And then the other 2.
Okay, so got 2, 4, and 2. So 2, it says you got a +1 to your dexterity, so that went up. Yeah, and then you got 4. You got jack of all trades, that's awesome. That basically means that you are able to kind of make up for things you're not good at. You're kind of like able to just do everything to a certain degree, which is pretty amazing. And then you get
what was the other one?
Mechanical. So +1 to your dexterity attribute, jack of all trades, and mechanical.
Cool.
Now, so it sounds like you had a really good term of service, basically, because you did more than survive. Maybe you're out in space. I don't know how did you get those mechanical skills and kind of become a jack of all trades as a scout and do so well?
We were out doing scout stuff, and because it's the military and logistics are hard, especially with big empires, we were short on crew. And so I had to be more than just the pilot.
Yeah.
I ended up having to start working the machinery, and I just ended up doing everybody's job sooner or later.
What was your like intelligence stat in education?
Education's only a 6, but intelligence is my one good stat, which is 9.
So you surprised everybody, right? Because you weren't good in the physical stuff. You're not educated, and you come out there, and all of a sudden, this kid, like, he's got to figure it out, and it's like, holy, whatever your character's name is, let's say Joe. Like, oh my gosh, Joe's actually pretty smart. So that's your first. Now you are suddenly 22 years old, and you can attempt to re-enlist. Or else you have to muster out. If you get a 12, you don't get a choice. They keep you no matter what.
Yes. Okay.
Stop loss.
2d6 to not roll snake eyes. Hey, I got back in.
All right. You get to stay in the scout service. Now, if you want, you can leave now. But, you can keep going a couple more to get some more benefits mustering out and some more skills and stuff. But
I will do that.
To do that in the scout service, you have to beat that 7+ survival roll. But here we go.
Yep.
Maybe you want to just... So... And by the way, if we obviously I also want to get to the other gameplay tonight. So if somebody keeps dying, maybe by the second one, then we're going to just say, all right, you get like a term or so. But I don't know. Hopefully we'll be lucky. All right, here we go. Chris.
Here's my survival roll.
Oh wait. Yeah. No, we'll go on to Chris.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Pick a branch of service.
Navy.
Very well. And see
and
if
it
you
says
get...
a DM of +2.
Nice.
This is prior
No, yeah. If you have education 9, you get a +2.
Okay, so just 2d6, right?
Mm-hmm. And if you have intelligence 8, it's a +3.
Oh, darn it.
Oh no!
No. That's the wrong roll. Hold
That's
on
true. Yeah, you rolled a single die.
Hold on.
All right. Get the ones out. Oh no!
+2 does not help.
And do you have an intelligence of 8?
No, my int is 7.
You are going to get drafted. You tried to get in the Navy, but sucks for you. You're going to the Army, buddy. You failed the test. You're not smart enough to get in the Navy. You got a 30 on the ASVAB. You're in the infantry now. So, all right. And now we're going to see if he survives the Army. By the way, I don't know if all these people that die, if people start dying soon. I don't know. Maybe they're from your community. Maybe it's your family. But, I don't know. You can decide that too, why people die and then more people keep coming.
Well, I got a +2 to this roll for my education as well.
Nice. You get the t-shirt. No, you don't get the t-shirt. You made it.
Oh, I made it. Yeah. So survived.
That was pretty close, though. I think something maybe happened. Okay, so
my education pushed it up to 7. So it wasn't borderline anymore.
Speaking of education, now you can attempt a commission.
Well, for Army, I don't get a bonus for education. I get a bonus for endurance, which is my endurance is 7, so I get no bonus. 7+. I get
1
+1 on this.
Nice.
Yeah, why not try?
Yeah, there's no downside to getting rank 7.
Got it.
You made it, and now on the same term of service, you can see if you're Johnny Rico and right off the bat make captain in the first term of service. And you made it. So you are a captain in the Army right off the bat. So you didn't make it in the Navy, but
my family will have been very disappointed if I wasn't able to at least pull out captain in the Navy. I mean, in the Army.
This is something pretty cool. So initial term of service, you get 2. You got a commission, you got 1, and you got promoted. And you have automatic skills. So it says that a Army lieutenant gets SMG 1 right off the bat. You have rifle 1. So you get rifle 1 and SMG 1. And then you also have 4. And if your education is 8, you can also pick from the advanced education table.
There's already a skill on my sheet that says automatic rifle. Is that separate from rifle?
It is, actually. It's a different weapon, yeah.
All right, so how do I name this? Oh, there it is. Okay.
And that's just the name of it. Rifle 1, SMG 1. That's the name of the skill.
Oh, it's not a. I don't put the base level in there.
Nope. Yeah, that's as soon as you get it. And in fact, if you get gun combat as something from somewhere else, you have to declare it, and it's only ever specific. And I can talk about some of why later. Well, I'll say one of the reasons actually is in Classic Traveler, everybody starts with 0 gun combat for all weapons and 0 blade and polearm combat. Every weapon in the game, you start out at 0. You don't get a penalty. You're all veterans. You all have a basic proficiency and the general theory of weapons. Anyways, and so
I had Rifle 1 and SMG 1 that I get automatically, and then I get to pick 4. So
Yep.
I'm going to advanced education right off the bat. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 personal development and 2 advanced education.
Okay.
With the high education option. So that's personal development.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, brawling.
Brawling. Oh my god.
You get brawling too? Yeah.
I rolled brawling twice.
You got brawling too now.
Wow, there's a story there.
I know. And you barely made it. I'm interested to hear why this happened and how you made captain with brawling.
So I entered the name Brawling 2 under skill name. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying?
the thing I'm announcing is the skill. So you literally have brawling -2. But let's keep going. What did you get for advanced education?
Advanced education, let's try.
6 and 3. So you got gun combat, and well, let's start with 3. You get electronic 1, so that's cool. Gun combat you have to declare right away. So for example, you could take.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, education, the education 8 or better option.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cool. So
Yeah,
you have
so it's
tactics and admin.
admin. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, and now we'll see if you can re-enlist.
Sorry, just adding in admin right now.
Yeah, you might just need to make a note because we'll have to, because we're going through everybody. You know, we got.
Okay. Yeah.
And we're going to do it possibly 3 or 4 times each. So.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so what am I rolling for now? Re-enlisting?
Mm-hmm.
And it's 7 or better.
8. You made it. So you're a captain. You did really well in your first term. And I don't know if you just beat somebody to death and like the... I don't know. Why is it that brawling was the thing that made you have such a successful first term?
Because of the social education 11 combo.
Were they trying to pick on the rich kid?
I think I was acting as though I was too good for it, and I am correct. I'm clearly correct. I am too good for these bozos, and apparently I had to prove it more than once.
Oh man!
And the thing is, my stats are 747 for physical stats. So I guess maybe I can just claim that whatever happens, I'm gonna keep looking the guy in the eye, even if I come away with a bunch of lumps from it.
Yeah.
And so I basically forced respect. I'm not even sure if I won those fights.
Right.
But I never backed down from them.
It's awesome. All right, the next one is Tiffany. Pick a branch of service.
Army.
They're very well. Let's see if you can get in the army.
It was 2d6, right?
2d6.
Okay.
You made it. And not only did you make it, you really made it. So you aced the ASVAB. And they're like, we're going to make this person an intel person. They're working in intel or something. And then the next one is to see if you can survive.
Okay. No.
You died.
Oh boy.
Dead immediately.
We got to get you the T-shirt now. Have you seen the T-shirt?
I guess the strain of the exam was too much, and I had a stroke, like leaving the center or something.
Okay.
Wow.
That's tragic.
Wow.
All right.
That is tragic.
The t-shirt's cool too.
Have you seen the T-shirt? If y'all know what I'm talking about with the T-shirt?
No.
There's a T-shirt that says "You haven't lived unless you've died" in character creation, and it's in the Traveler font with the line and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I definitely need that one.
Okay, so yeah, you died in character creation, so you will press the number 3 again, and then we'll
Okay.
see. Is this your family member or a friend or someone from like the local community, or who do you
There
know
you
that
go.
died?
A little closer to average, at least.
That's pretty good.
Let's say
actually.
maybe it was like a teammate in basic.
A what?
Okay, hang on. So let's say maybe it was like a teammate in basic. Well, hang on. Let me see if I can actually get into the army. Let me see like where this person goes, because if it's in a different branch, then it wouldn't make sense to have it be that.
Good
Okay,
point.
so 3 is strength. That sucks. 8 is dexterity. I'm just reading them off because I. Oh, come on. Seven is endurance.
I can call them off for you if you want. If you're writing them
Yes,
down.
that would be much faster.
Sure. Yeah. So I heard you say that you're on 7 endurance, so your intelligence is 9,
Thank you.
education is 6,
Uh huh.
and social is 8.
Okay. Sounds good. Alright, yeah, I think that's still an army build, right? Let me double check. Dexterity, endurance. Dexterity, endurance. Yep, back to the army. Okay, so then I guess this new character was like a squad mate of the previous character.
All right.
So do I have to roll to get into the army?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's 2d6, right? Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I got tripped up by the 2. The 1 is 2d6. Okay.
All right. You made it in. Nice. Let's see if this person can survive.
Oh boy. Okay. Fingers crossed.
Nice. More than survive.
All right. Okay.
And
Definitely
now
survive.
roll 2d6 again and see if you get promoted.
Okay.
You definitely got promoted. You're now you're a lieutenant in the army, and roll again and see if you make captain in your first term.
Okay.
You did not.
No.
Yeah, so that ended with lieutenant.
There. Okay.
All right, so a lieutenant straight off the bat. Because you joined the army, you have rifle 1, and because you're a lieutenant, you got SMG 1.
Hang on. So rifle 1,
Yeah.
SMG 1. This is just a different skill.
Yeah, these are different skills.
Okay.
So. All right, and then you got let's see, 2 on the first, plus you got a commission. You did not get promoted, so you can pick 3 skills, or 3 of these
Okay.
tables, anyways: personal development, service, advanced. And if you have education 8, you can do advanced education.
I do not believe I have education. I have education 6. Okay, so that's right out. Okay. Advanced education table. Okay, the first 3 skills. Let me roll on the personal development table. That's a 1d6. So that'd be the number 2. Okay, 3.
So you get +1 to your endurance. That's cool.
Okay. Alright, and 2 more. Let's do advanced education. Number 1, so that's going to be ATV. No, vehicle.
Vehicle. And
Okay.
I think that we actually describe a type, but we'll do that later if that's okay, because we'll look at it.
Okay. And let's do service skill, my last one.
You got
Okay,
5. So blade combat. You have to declare a type of blade, and they're over here on the right-hand side. Daggers, blades, foils, cutlasses, broadswords. But you'll also notice they have dice modifiers based on what your strength is. So what is your strength? It is a 3. So you probably want to stick to a dagger. So that you can use it.
So dagger 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So let's see. I know you got endurance. You got to use a dagger and a vehicle as a lieutenant in the army. What happened in your first 4 years? I won't do this every time because we'll also want to. But I want to do it a little bit. You know, like, and maybe the next time we'll actually connect the travelers a little bit.
Okay, so I guess I'll have to tie in the death of my previous character. So let's say, I would say we saw some actual skirmishes. Had a friend die in those, but one of the skirmishes came off really well, and I was promoted because of that. Let's see, endurance vehicle there. So that looks to me like some really rough. So maybe some rough terrain. I don't know what to call scout work. Not a lot of high tech. Maybe we got isolated and had to make our way back to base.
My question is, how'd you end up using that blade?
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we got isolated in like a really low law level area and had to fight our way out and get back to base or back to I don't know, more of a stronghold of the Third Imperium.
Yeah.
So we were like out in, I don't want to say like the bushes because I feel like it's more high tech than that.
Right.
But like out in the places you don't necessarily want to be.
Yeah, vehicle out and blades back. Yeah, you had to get that blade out. Wild. Okay, cool. And now we'll see if you can re-enlist.
All right.
And again, it's always up to you all, but I think it's a good idea to try to, oh, never mind. No. That is it. This is your character.
Okay.
Now, actually, we'll go ahead and talk about your mustering out benefits. You got rank 1 and 1 term of service. So you have 2 mustering out benefits. So you can choose. I found this note here, but I couldn't find it when I went back and read the book. So I'm not saying that, but you can either pick cash or a mustering out benefit from the table, which you'll roll for. So you can do 2 of those.
Well, I'm picking 1 cash for sure. So let me roll 1 because it's 7, so I roll 1d6. Why is there 7?
Yeah, you'll roll because you'll do a dice modifier if you're in for 5 if you're rank 5.
Oh, right. Okay. So
nice.
3 gives me.
I'm kind of confused by that.
5,000, 10,000, 30,000, back to 10,000.
Yeah, how's that?
Are these the branches? So the first one would be Navy, the second one would be
branches.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the third one over, right?
You got 10,000
so I get
credits.
10,000. Okay, yeah, not bad.
Yeah. All right. And then and you got 1 more benefit. That's why I put that, is because somebody told me to do that. Somebody's like, hey, you need to at least take 1 cash roll when you leave, or else you won't have
you don't want to be broke.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the mustering out benefit, so let me roll that. Oh, never mind this roll. What's it? I've hit the 2d6. Okay, so it's 4.
You get a gun. And you
get a gun, alright.
whatever gun you're good at, you can.
Doesn't she get 3 rolls? She is
mustering out?
She's rank 1.
She's rank 1, so you get 1, and then you get 1 per term of service, and she has
it's only 1 term. Sorry, only 1.
Yeah, and I only got 1 for this. I guess the whole seeing my teammate die was too much, and I needed out.
So for your gun, I'm gonna say you can't pick a military grade, which I would call laser weapons. But what guns are you good at? SMG, and then assault.
I have SMG. I have automatic rifle. And I have, what was the other one? I have rifle 1, SMG, and automatic rifle.
So you can pick whichever one you would prefer, and you can start out with a gun.
I don't know which one's better. I got a
question real quick. I know in the later editions of the game, if you get a weapon, or is it if you get a weapon multiple times, you're allowed to take a skill.
That's the way it works in Mongoose, certainly. If you
Yeah,
get the
I don't
same
know.
weapon more than once.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, you're talking about a skill, yes. So, like, if you get the skill SMG 1, and then you get SMG again, you get SMG 2, and so on and
He's
so forth.
talking about
No.
talking about
As a muster out benefit, I think.
Oh, I don't know
if you.
about that. But I mean, you get to pick, so no big deal. And you already have the skills. So here you go. So they do SMG does 3 dice damage, 3 die, 3 die. They all do the same damage.
Okay.
These are based on your dexterity, though. What's your dexterity?
8.
8, right? So at an 8+, you get a dice modifier if you use a rifle.
Okay, so I want to go with the rifle. Okay.
All right, there you go. You are now 22 years old and a lieutenant at the end of your career. So after 1 term of service. All right.
What is the modifier on the rifle for?
It will vary.
An 8x. Okay.
But generally speaking, I'll just add a 1 to a bunch of other dice modifiers that I'll have. Let's see here. Next one is Tommy. Tommy, what branch of service?
I was looking at it. I think Army is probably going to be my best bet.
All right, let's start chucking dice. Let's do it.
I think I get a bonus on that, but I think I got it. It's like a 5.
You got it. You got it in flying colors. Let's see if you survive. And you survive really well, too. Let's see if you get promoted to lieutenant. And you do not. So, oh wait, no you do. You are a lieutenant. Let's see if you get promoted to captain. Forgot it's easy to get promoted in the Army. Seven, you also are a captain. Wow. Right off the bat, captain in the Army, you have Rifle 1, SMG 1. And because you did that, you have 4 basic skills starting out right off the bat. You can pick your 4 skill tables to roll from.
I think at first I'm going to do a personal development.
You did 2 on the personal development?
Looks like brawling and whatever number 5 is.
I'm sorry, I hit the 2 instead of the 1. I apologize.
Education.
All right.
Well, unless you wanted to do only 1 at a time.
He meant to roll 1, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
so you got +1 to education. What's next?
Let me roll again.
Hey, I mean, you go ahead and check all the dice. You know, you got to roll 3 more d6s, and you can keep the 6. I don't care. Keep the 6. I don't know what the 6.
Okay, I'll do that, but it's also going to be on personal development. I've got some really low physical scores that I need to bring up a little bit, but I don't think that it's going to help.
Nope. Yeah, you get
The
brawling
6
1.
brawling.
All right, so roll 2 more d6s. A 5 and a 2. Are all those going in personal development?
Yeah, well, I really do need the physical skills.
Sure. Yeah, you get +1 education and +1 dexterity.
Okay.
All right. And then the next thing is to see if you can re-enlist. And you have to. They stop lost you. You don't have a choice.
You're
So
too good.
yeah,
Not really sure why that happened though.
yeah.
That's a good.
You kept doubting yourself, but you just kept doing good. You got
Right.
promoted to captain. You know what they say about the army is you don't want to screw up too bad or they'll promote you.
Correct.
So there you go, major from Catch 22. You're captain now, whether you like it or not.
Somebody just noticed how dedicated you were to personal improvement. They said this guy's going somewhere.
And you spent the term of service
We'll
in
go with
personal
that.
improvement. You're like, no, I got to do personal improvement. And they're like, yeah, and they.
Okay, so what I'm getting is I got one in the dex, one in education, and one in brawling.
Yeah, and you also got
Rifle, SMG because of captain.
and then you got one other thing too.
You got education twice.
Education twice. Nice.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Next is Trellis. What branch of service?
Okay, let's do this. Let's try the merchants. Try to
Interesting.
get into the merchant marines.
All right.
Have to roll 2d6, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Nice. You made it in. And now let's see if you can survive the merchant marine during the Fifth
And-
Frontier War.
What is my intelligence? I'm not smart enough to get a bonus. Fine. This here.
Ooh.
Oof.
Do I survive?
You have perished. Died in character creation. In the merchant
Rip.
marines.
Love it.
You were trying to, do something with merchant traffic just as you were coming in, and probably trying to evacuate the spinward marches and when it comes to merchant traffic, and you didn't make it out. They destroyed
I just
you.
want to know when do I get my T-shirt?
Yeah, we should do it. We should do t-shirts.
That's a nice roll. That is some good rolling. Goodness gracious.
That is
Cool.
good. Yeah. Wow.
Heck, I'll take that. I'll take that. So 8, 5, 7, 10, 6, 8. And
Yeah.
10 would be intelligence, right?
I want to note that the Marines would be easy to survive probably because you have a +2 with your endurance. I think that's endurance.
He has a bonus. He has a bonus to a +3 bonus to enlistment for the Marines with this score.
Because I have strength as well as intelligence. Let me do it. Let me go for the Marines. So
You made it. Wait, no. Yes.
Yes, he
yeah,
did.
yeah, you made it.
I do make it. All right, Semper Fi. Now I roll for commission or promotion.
Now
Survival.
we'll see if you survive. Roll 2d6.
Survival. That's right.
You made it.
Good.
By the skin of your teeth, which we'll discover why in a moment, perhaps. And now roll 2d6 for your commission to see if you make lieutenant. You do not. All right, so you are an enlisted person in the Marines. And something happened where you... so your first term of service, without rank, you get...
You can still try for promotion, right?
No. Yeah, you make a... the second term, the next term, you can try again, and so on and so forth. Once you're commissioned, then you can try a promotion that term, and you can try promotions terms after.
Oh,
Anyways,
promotions only happen with commission.
so you get 2, but you're a Marine, so right off the bat, you get Cutlass 1. So you're able to use a cutlass like in boarding actions with a sword. And you can pick 1 skill to roll for, or 2, I'm sorry, 2.
Skills. Okay. I'm going to take a service skill and an advanced education skill. So for service skill, roll
4. You got gun combat. So you'll declare the type of gun you want right now. Now, you already have an auto rifle 1, so you can take auto rifle 2 right off the bat. Or you can take a different weapon, and a thing of note is your skills modify this. So I don't know what your dexterity is. is at 5. So with a 5, you're probably best off with either carbine, rifle, or shotgun or SMG. As they say, you know, the guy that can't hit, you give him the machine gun or the shotgun, because maybe you'll hit something then.
Yeah, give me the shotgun. I'll go with the shotgun.
You had a shotgun. All right.
So
I mean, the skill. Anyway.
Shotgun 1, right?
Yep.
Skill. Okay, so for the other one, I'll roll on the advanced education table. 4.
4. All right. So you got Marines 4, computer. Computer 1.
Wait a minute. Oh, is that for education 8+? Is
Yes.
that me? Okay, I gotcha. Computer 1. All right.
Yeah. Do you have education 8+? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you have really high education, right?
So.
Yeah.
Gosh, what is it? Computer 1.
Yep. Computer 1. So you barely survived, and something happened where you learned to use shotguns and computers, but as an enlisted Marine in your first tour of duty.
That was a real tough action out on the frontier. I would like to try to re-enlist.
All right, let's do it. 2d6.
6.
And you made it, just barely.
Always by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah.
It's not worth it if it's not a struggle, right?
Yeah. All right. Now, with these, it's 10:30. We have an hour left. We still have some gameplay. Let's move real fast. So just chuck the dice and then pick. I hate to do that, but I'm talking about not you, but we're going to go back to Dave here. And for this one, we'll be a little more fast. And in fact, actually, well, no, I think it'd be best to go one at a time. So, Dave, the first question is, do you want to continue? Do you want to keep going? Or do you want to muster out?
I rolled a re-enlistment already.
All right, right on.
So now I'm rolling survival.
Yep. 2d6, survive, 5.
I'm dead.
Uh-oh. Which service was it? The Scouts.
Scouts.
And you don't have Endurance 9. Yeah, you smoked. You got to start over. So
All
you
right,
roll up
here.
your attributes. I'm going to move on. That sucks.
Okay.
And then we'll ask how you knew that guy next time. Chris.
Woo!
That's good. Might be good anyway. Chris.
Yes.
Haven't lived until you've died.
I don't remember. I think I did roll to re-enlist.
Yeah, you did. You didn't exit the service, so you are in the what?
The army.
Army.
So survival time.
Yep. You were dead.
Wow.
This is all happening during the Fifth Frontier War, which when we do the gameplay segment here, we may have youngins. We may have like young kids that are 22 that are going to become travelers. This may happen, but I'm going to move on. Shipley, that's great. And Tommy. So, Tommy, let's see if you can survive.
Right.
Is that Army?
Yes, I think I've got a bonus on that, but I can't remember what it was.
Do you have education 6+?
No.
You are dead.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is starting to make me real nervous.
All right. Yeah, this is we might have 1 to 2 term youngins that are going to be surviving the war, and all their friends will have died like this. And this will make sense too once we do the gameplay part. But Trellis.
Yeah, I'm rolling my stats again.
Alrighty.
Okay, Ross, I'm going to muster out.
No problem. I don't blame you.
I'm
Right, so-
He's seen enough. He's seen enough.
Let's see.
I've seen
You're
it.
in the Marines,
Scary.
and you're enlisted, and you're mustering out with no rank and 1 term of service. You probably just want to take the cash and go. Because
Okay.
without cash, you can't get like armor or weapons or pay for things in the beginning of the game. You know.
All right, so let's do this.
Now I gotta go through and delete all those skills.
For
Yeah, it's probably better to just scratch them somewhere real fast.
10,000.
Ooh, nice, 10,000 credits. Very good. All right, so you are a young enlisted Marine, and also don't worry. I got a plan for this. Don't worry if you're like, oh, I don't like my stats. I don't, you know, we'll talk about it. I got a plan, okay? But we're gonna do the classic traveler experience here. But I have a plan also. So okay, so we got 2 people that mustered out. The next one up is Dave. Dave.
Okay. Education and intelligence.
Which service?
I'm looking at where my best chances are.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good idea. Honestly, I would suggest the first thing to look at is how likely you are to survive. Honestly, so like endurance is Marines and Scouts, right? But the Army and Navy is easier to survive.
All right, it looks like my best chances are actually the Navy.
Okay, yeah.
So, all right,
Let's do it.
6,
All right.
7 plus 1 for my intel of 8+. I barely make it.
Make it. Let's see if you survive.
Survive. I get +2 because I do have the int of 7+.
Nice. Oh man, you more than survive. Now roll 2d6 again. Let's see if you make lieutenant. Or I'm sorry, ensign. My bad. Please forgive me. I was 6. It's very hard. It's very hard to become an officer in the Navy. That is not an easy thing. So you do not become an officer. You gotta get a 10+ in the Navy. All right, so you're an enlisted shipman, you know, on board an Imperial naval vessel during the Fifth Frontier War. You start out either way. You still get 2 skills, and it says in the Navy. Well, you don't get anything. You don't get any automatic skills, but you can pick 2 of these, 2 of the skill tables.
Put them both on personal development.
Very well. 2 and 2. So you got, oh man, you got +2 dexterity. That's pretty cool.
Not what I needed, though.
We might have our pilot here, maybe. Yeah, because you already have pilot 1. You have all the skills on your sheet that I put on there. So, all right. And then see if you can, do you want to re-enlist? Do you want one more term?
do.
Let's go ahead and resolve your second term, actually. Let's just chuck dice real fast. It's also going to get, yeah.
I make it in.
You
I
make
need
it
a
in?
6.
Let's see if you survive.
Oh, God, please don't kill me.
I know, right? It's nerve-wracking. 4, plus you have your DM, right?
Yes.
So, okay, so you made it. Let's see if you get promoted to ensign.
Come on, big money, baby. I do have a +1 because I have a really high Soch. Not good enough, though.
Man, okay, so you're still enlisted. So now you just have 1 skill that you get on your second term.
Well, I guess I'll do personal development again.
3, okay, so you get +1 endurance. All right, and then do you want to stay in and keep going? You don't have many skills yet, but you have enough to act as a traveler, because I'm going to give you all a suite of skills. So there's nobody that's going to be a useless character. It's not going to happen.
All right.
That's the skills that you started us with on your character sheet, right?
Yeah, the things I started you with, you have those. So basically what happens, I'll describe this real quick. So the adventure and these texts basically say, hey, look, this is what you need to be a traveler to operate a ship. Traditionally in this, you hire someone to do it. In this game, no one's going to be a main character. So every single person's going to have pilot 1. Every single person's going to have engineer 1. Every single person's going to be able to... And so you're going to have this suite of skills to operate the ship. So no matter who shows up or if somebody dies, doesn't matter. You will at least be able to play the game. And there's not going to be any just utterly useless characters. So you don't have to worry about that. Anyways.
Okay. I'll have one more go.
All right. Here we go. 5.
There's no bonus to re-enlist, huh?
No, yeah, you're out. They say they don't need you anymore.
Damn.
All right, so you had 2 terms of service. So you can roll twice on the table. Mustering out in cash.
Okay. Can you show me the table?
Yeah, it's these 2 right here. I would recommend rolling at least once on cash, but you could either do 2 cash or 1 cash, 1 mustering.
I minimized that window. That's why.
And you just roll the dice, and I'll tell you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you got a 2-1, so you got 1,000 credits and low passage. Man, rough. Yeah, you had a rough go in the Navy.
I
must have pissed somebody off.
Wow.
Yeah.
EOS Day came and there's like no one waiting for you at the airport, and you're just like a bus ticket.
Wait till you see this next part of the game here. All right, let's keep going. All right, so we got 3 that are mustered out, and then we got Chris and Tommy left, I think, right?
Yeah.
And Trellis. Or 3. No, 3 are mustered out, so Chris and Tommy left. Okay, so Chris, here we go. We're going to resolve yours real quick, and then Tommy's, and we're going to play the vignette.
All right.
2d6.
Well, I haven't even chosen a service yet.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're starting over. My bad.
Yeah. It's between it's between Marines and merchants, and I think I'm gonna go merchants.
Very well. 6. All right. I don't think you.
I have bonuses, so I do get in.
Great. All right. Let's see if you survive. Six. You survive. Nice. Okay.
Okay.
See if you make 4th officer. You make 4th officer, and let's see if you make 3rd officer. You make
No.
Oh, okay. So you're 4th officer. It says, all right. You don't get any. Wait, no, you are. No. You have to be a 1st officer in order to get pilot. So, all right. So then the next thing is, because you are rank 1 and 1st term of service, you get 3 skills.
Okay. All right. Personal development and we'll start with that.
All right, +1 endurance.
+1 endurance. Okay, and then we're gonna do advanced education, table 3.
All right. Medical. Interesting.
Medical. Yes. Okay.
Oh, we got a doctor.
And then we're gonna do. We're actually gonna go ahead and do. Wait, was that? No, that's not medical.
You did advanced education, right?
Oh, it is. Sorry, I rolled a 6. Yes, correct. Yeah. All right. So then I'm gonna do table 4.
Okay. 6. Admin 1.
Okay.
Very cool. Okay. And do you want to stay in or muster out?
We're gonna stay in.
Very well. Let's see if you survive.
Good luck.
Or, well, re-enlist first, of course. 4. You re-enlist. So do it again. Let's see if you survive. You survived. All right.
Yep.
And let's see if you get promoted to 3rd officer. Very hard in the merchants. You do not.
The most successful one here.
All right. So you did. You just get 1 skill. Yep, 1 skill.
Only 1, huh? All right, we're gonna do table 3 again.
All right.
Actually, no, we're gonna do table 2.
Okay. 3. Table 2. You got.
Jack of trade.
That's really good. Jack of all trades. And do you want to muster out, or you want to keep going?
We're gonna keep going.
Okay. Let's roll them fast. Let's see if you can re-enlist. You do. Let's see if you can survive. You do.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Very cool. Barely. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah. And you got
No promotion.
no promotion, and then you get 1 skill.
Table 2 again.
All right. 2 on table 2. You said table 2, right?
Yep.
Vac suit 1.
Vac suit.
I'll probably give you all vac suit 0.
I actually already had. You had it.
Good. Okay, good. So you have vac suit 2 then, if that's the case. Okay. So anyways, you want to keep going, or you want to muster out with that?
Keep going.
Okay. Let's do it.
Wow.
5. Okay. Keep rolling. 6. You make it in. Survive. What was that? 6. Doesn't make that.
6
You get another
survive.
skill.
And then you get another skill. I do not get promoted. We're rolling on table table 1.
All right. 1. All right. So you get +1 strength. Ready to call it there?
No.
Okay.
Go for it.
keep rolling fast then.
I'm trying to. The only problem I have now is how many terms are we on now? Is this going to be term 5 or term 6? I think this is going to be term 5.
I think so.
Don't go too far. You're gonna have to start rolling on the old person table.
Yeah, he probably will have to do the first one. Term 5, you'll get retirement if you make it. Let's call this one the last one if you make it, just because I want to get to the gameplay and I want to get to Tommy. So okay, so you made it in, or no, you survived because you already right.
I made it in. I survived, and now I'm going to roll for promotion.
All right. Dang it. Okay.
Still no promotions. That's what I've been going
It's a
for
tough
this whole
one,
time.
yeah.
Doggone promotion.
Yeah, I wanted to stay in so I could try and get a commission.
You're gonna
Yeah,
get a good
so-
muster out benefit though. So
I'm going to pick. I'm going to go for table 3.
all right. And 1 table 3, you get
Streetwise.
Streetwise 1. Very cool. Okay, so you're rank 1, and we'll start with mustering out. Plus you have terms of service 5, so you get 6 rolls.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to roll. One of the merchants is table 5. No, column 5 is merchants.
Yeah, it's the second to last. So it's this one right here.
All right. So first roll cash.
And you'll add a +1 because you're 5, so you got 6 is 7. You get 40,000 credits. I told you this was not fair.
Yep. Yep.
but you know what? He took the risk and he got it.
Yeah, that's
All right.
exactly.
Let's
All
keep-
right. So yeah, I'm jotting down 40K. Okay, and then I'm going to do the next 5 rolls on the benefits.
All right, go ahead and roll just 5d6, and we'll just.
That's what I'm doing.
Awesome. Okay, so you got 6. So you got a free trader.
Oh.
Huzzah!
You got a ship. We'll
Hey,
come back to that.
I put the time in. Maybe.
I'm gonna have to completely. Well, no, I won't. I have
Do
some.
whatever you want to do. We'll figure it out.
No,
I'm
no,
not
yeah,
worried
we'll
about it.
figure. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. That's wild. You got low passage. That's dumb. Who cares about that? You get no. You got two blades. Two
Hey.
blades for some reason. 2 blades.
Right.
You got a gun, which you can pick any non-military gun, and you got low passage. Yeah.
Well, that's not terrible because
That's really
low passage is that's a ticket.
If
So
you
that
want,
means
you can
I
take those and make it a high passage, and I'll tell you what you get out of it
Okay.
later. But okay, Tommy.
All right.
Yes.
All right. You died, right?
Yes, it did.
All right. What service?
I was in the Army.
Here we go. I mean, what service this time do you want?
I'm gonna stick with Army. I've got them written down, so it shouldn't take too long.
All right. Let's do it. Roll 2d6.
Okay, here's enlist.
You got it in. There you go. And survival 2d6. 7. You made it. 2d6 for commission. And you made it. And 2d6 for promotion to captain. And you did not make it. All right, so you made lieutenant.
Missed it by 1.
So right off the bat, Army Lieutenant, you get Rifle 1 and SMG 1. And you get to pick 3 skill tables.
Okay.
Also, I forgot, while you, Chris, roll a 2d6, please. 3 times. You got an 8, so you do not lose your strength. You got a 4, so you lose -1 to dexterity. And you got and you don't lose any endurance. That's all. That's your aging. And we got to do your retirement. We'll do that later. Okay, so Tommy, what 3 skill tables do you pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2 on personal development and then 1 on service.
All right, let's roll 3d6. Got a 2 and a 6, so you got strength and brawling 1, and air raft. Nice. And
Okay, so now I've got to re-enlist.
yep. If you get a 12, you have to. Otherwise, you can choose. You got 3, and so with the Army, you did not make it back in.
Correct.
You
Okay.
muster out as a young lieutenant. So mustering out benefits, you get rank 1, you get 2 mustering out benefits.
Both of those are going to go into cash.
All right. 5 and 6. Nice. Let's see. Army was the 3rd one. So 5 and 6 make 30,000 credits. Very nice. All
I will
right.
take that, Bob.
Chris, you were the old man. You were the high-ranking person of the group
Yeah.
of what's about to happen.
38 years old.
So, you get 4,000 credits of pay per year as your pension. And yeah, and also, is anybody social 11 or above?
I am.
No.
Dave,
No.
what is your social?
12.
12. You are a baron.
Cool.
Now you're not a baron, but you're like one of those like British royals that join the military and just do the military thing, but you're actually like a baron, you know. And then Tiffany, you said you had 11 or above social?
No, I said no when you asked.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, my social is not 11.
Here we go. We're gonna play some of the game real quick before our session ends tonight with the characters you have. Let's see here. We'll do shopping later. Don't worry. You'll be able to have a chance to shop and stuff. Basically anything non-military you can purchase where you're about to be. And I'm going to do a little exposition here for what's going on and what's about to happen. Let's see. I'm going to bring up the VTT again. For the past several years, you have been in this war between these 2 galactic superpowers. They've been fighting across an expanse of space nearly 100 light years across. There are untold dead and unbelievable devastation that you've seen. Your foe is technologically superior. Despite being human in form, they are nearly entirely alien in their behavior. No one has ever seen one of your enemies beneath their insectoid-like masks. They have a mechanism that seems like it destroys them whenever someone tampers with their combat armor. At least not that you know of. It's said they live in a state of perfect hive-like thought control with no individual will. Years ago, they returned once again to lay waste to the border subsector worlds that you call home. You don't realize it yet, but you're in the last moments of that war together. In a desperate in-game maneuver by the sector of Rylanor, the Duchess Yaren is personally leading a vanguard penetration maneuver onto her own occupied capital of Rylanor City. It's Imperial Year 1110. You're in the Imperial Navy's 212th Fleet Kruron 504th 412th Battalion Imperial Marine Joint Task Force. Your mission is to identify and call in artillery fire on enemy mobile C2 assets that enable coordination of air and space defenses, in order to allow the advance of the 500th Battalion Royal Rylanor Guard and the Outer District Defense Forces of the Duchess Yaren of Kruron Equus to advance on Rylanor City and recapture it. You're currently sitting in a dropship on your way to the front to try to advance to the front, identify these enemy mobile C2 assets, and destroy them. Now, some of you are not trained for this type of mission. Actually, I don't think any of you are. But in the chaos of war, you have reconstituted with what assets, what people you have. You've basically been stuffed inside a powered armor suit. These suits of armor, they look like, let me bring up, where's my browser? Bring up Jason LaCour here. These power armored suits are sort of like the Spartan armor from Halo, or like the Marine armor from The Expanse. You have like a HUD and your own life support system that you're breathing in. Everything's mechanized and stuff. But then you've been handed a trusty, ancient, venerable assault carbine rifle, basically like an AK-47. And then you've been stuffed on this ship and told that whatever experience you had before, you need to do this right now. And the group caller is Chris, because you're the ranking member. After this mission, it'll rotate, but for now, it's you. Meanwhile, on this ship, this drop ship, you all know each other. So you have intersected with one another throughout your career. And then this moment of strange destiny has brought you together to what you think might just be your death. But also on this ship, there are two canine-looking people sitting on the kind of front right. And they both look very sour and unhappy to be here. You know why. These are Vargr. They're aliens. And they probably have agreed to fight for the other side in lieu of some worser punishment, because they betrayed the Imperium. They have rifles with telescopic sights, basically sniper rifles. And they're both kind of like, the thing about Vargr is just like dogs, you can read their entire emotional state just on their face as a human, which they hate about you. You know everything about how they feel just by looking at them. And they are very angry and happy, because they're looking on the opposite side of this assault craft, where there is a gigantic gorilla. Although it doesn't show it here, he's also strapped in various bits of power armor, and then has this massive laser, like automatic laser thing with a power pack. And he's just staring back at these dog people, and they're looking at him, and he's looking at them, and he's like, "You're just not gonna address the 800-pound gorilla in the room, huh?" And just like, and they hate it. They hate this guy. And yeah, that's what's going on here. You're
And
about to
waiting
enter
to
the
get
atmosphere.
dropped?
Huh?
We're waiting to get dropped.
You've departed the cruiser, and you are entering the atmosphere to your LZ. I should also note this actually carries a personnel carrier inside of it, which is what you're probably going to deploy into.
I know I didn't sign up for this, so everybody just try to stay alive.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. All
Do
right.
I know the do we know the ape?
You know that you've been assigned, like, these are like, you know, attachments to this motley group of people that really probably aren't designed for this mission. The Vargur are meant to be scout snipers, and then obviously the uplifted ape is meant to be heavy support. His name is Squints,
Okay.
in honor of
My
Squints.
character is holding on to his battle rifle really, really tightly and looking out the window, trying to see planet as it looms up on us, I guess.
Yeah, you've had friends die, right? So, like, in this war already.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I'm actually afraid.
You look outside
I
and...
look to,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Captain.
This is what I get for not
Go ahead.
making my mission. I start like tapping the butt of my rifle on the floor and like fidgeting with my feet.
Hey, at least we get this cool armor.
Trellis, when you look outside, that was a bad idea because you actually see the space battle, which is going badly. And Imperial cruisers, like probably the one you left, actually is being destroyed behind you as you depart.
Yeah, I see flares, I see lights going off, I see like ships falling, through the atmosphere. It's terrifying, and I shake inside my armor even more.
You make it down onto the LZ. Different other elements deploy as well, with some of them into armored personnel carriers as well. Some of them out on foot from where they are into a rear area. It looks like the Zidani 40th Fleet currently has air dominance. That is really bad news. This was a risky mission. Many of the drop ships are just being swatted down by Zidani fighters as they're coming in. The air is covered in lances of pulse lasers and streaks of laser fire and tracers. It looks like the entire air is just filled with lines of light that that could end your life at any moment. You can feel the changes in pressure all around you, and the ground shake from explosions. And then your armored personnel carrier makes it to what is basically an abandoned fighting position from the Zodani, and you know that your mission is to try to drive forward into their further ahead fighting positions and find that mobile C2 and bring it down so that you can end their air dominance, so that the Duchess can make it into Rylanor City and end this. All right, Chris, what do you all do?
Okay, to the south. Can you describe these lines? The hard black line, is that a wall of some sort? Are we in a trench?
Yeah, these are dugout fighting positions that the Zidani had built as a defensive position. They have been beaten back from this fighting position. So it's a network of small trenches with larger areas that are dug into the earth. And it is just classic earth trenches and fighting positions.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the Vargur to split up. Speaking of Vargur, my dog just came tear-assing into the room here. Okay. Yeah, I'd like them to split up and flank out. Can they make it? Can they? I see there's some. I'm on. Are we like? I
It's
guess I
that
don't need
way.
to get how. Yeah,
It's
that way.
The enemy is
Okay.
that way. Yeah.
Okay, north.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, I want to take our column up that northern trench there.
All right. I'll put you all together. You'll see me refer to a group concept a lot, and I'll kind of move your tokens whenever we're kind of in that group, and I'll always kind of rely on that caller. Is what is the group doing? You know, sometimes a caller will be a little more like, all right, this is what I want to do, and sometimes we're like, all right, guys, what are we going to do? And it depends, right? But that way it keeps the game moving. In this case, in particular, so he commands you as much like follow me, right? Is that what you say, Chris? And then you told the Vargur to go around to the right.
Well, I'd like them each to split up from each other and cover both our flanks.
Oh, okay. Very well. All right, you find that there's a kind of a frontline fighting position here. It's hard to see beyond it, but you can see lines of fire shooting out from a fighting position that's ahead. You can only hope that it's close enough to where the line has been beaten back into a rear area where that mobile C2 would be located.
So we have to go over the top, no matter what.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. So, is it a sheer wall? I see there's steps up. Can we investigate to the southeast there, or further east along the trench to see if there's steps up, or do we need to actually like? Is it going to be a lot of effort in this battle dress to make it over the?
It would be utterly effortless to bounce up in this battle dress. You're basically a superhuman right now.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I know what battle dress means. I just wasn't sure if it, what all we're going with here. So in that case, yeah, we need to just pop. I'm gonna. Well, let's ask our scouts. You see anything?
All right, let me see here. They were both going to make a check for that. Yep.
I did not. I haven't found my character token on it. I've tried times to get it put on there. I don't see it.
Let me see. Let's see. We got Dave, Azinfle, Trellis. Yeah, you're missing. Let me put you on here. I'm glad you told me that. Well, that's weird. I'll fix that really. Let me take the time to fix this real quick. Update token, and also let me assign the token. Assign the token. Select one existing token. No. Okay. All right. What about now? You can't see it now? It's representing Tommy?
Sorry, I can see it.
Okay. All right. So here we go. So you're going... So Chris, you're telling him, like, you're going to go over the top and attack the next fighting position. Is that what
I would like the scouts to tell us what they see.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Here we go. They are going to do that. I'm going to use their telescopic sight, actually. They look ahead, and one of them, the one that's called Gaina, comes back, and she says, she's like, and you can actually see her breathing, and her tongue is just like out. It's all of this stuff. They hate all of this like a lot, and she's like, they're dug in a fighting position about. It's about. Let's see. About 100 meters across in the open, but they're dug in. I don't know what's beyond that or how many is in their position.
What kind of weaponry does Squints have at his disposal?
Squints has a laser rifle, which is actually in this case more like a heavy laser assault cannon. Like it's like a big, giant like thing, like, and it's got a thing connected to a power pack.
Okay. I think we need to make a diversion and have the rest of us go around the other way. So maybe the scouts plus squints can lay down some fire from the right-hand side. If they can pop over the top, like in the middle of this trench, and then just start like busting them with fire, and then if we can make our way around to the left.
Okay.
And try to proceed somewhat unnoticed as best we can.
They start providing suppressive fire, and you can see that it does seem to have the enemy's attention.
Okay, and let's go ahead. Yeah.
All right, you move out into the open, and you can see where there is different types of indirect fire that's landing around your ordnance, and there's also tracer rounds and laser rifles and stuff like that. Fortunately, squints and the Vargur do seem to have their attention where you can make it up to their fighting position. So I'll bring you there now. You make it up.
And I assume we're in radio comms with our whole squad.
Yeah, because of your battle dress. Yeah, you have full radio.
Well, then as soon as we engage them, then I'm gonna order the scouts and squints to sweep up and join us.
All right.
Maybe he said scout snipers, so if they've got distance, I'd say they should probably make use of it too, best they can. Go for whatever targets you can.
Very well. They'll try to rejoin you when they can. Meanwhile, you come up onto a fighting position. You see a group of people here. They very strange looking insectoid-like battle armor. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to show. Oh well, you didn't see that. It should be this. And they take notice of you, and there is no initiative in this game. So since you are the attacking force, I'm going to bring up my, let's see. You can move, and you can go ahead and attack anybody that wants to try to attack these targets. In order to attack...
I run at the first guy, and just I dive on him into the trench.
All right. Do you have brawling or anything like that?
I don't.
Okay.
But I have a decent strength.
Yeah, you can make a 2d6 and add just 2d6, and your target number to hit him will just be a 7 with your strength.
Okay.
So that'll be this one. I'm gonna kind of separate these out here.
I roll an attack roll with the rifle.
Let's see. So this is. What is your character name? Jason?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna put your
character name.
I'm gonna put your in-person name there too, so I know. Dave, like that. And then Shipley, is this Tiffany?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Tiffany. Okay. All right. So Jason, let me find Jason and separate Jason out. Dave.
Used to know a girl named Shipley.
So, Dave, what did you get? Let's see. Dave,
I
you
had
got
a
8.
9 plus 1 if I get my strength is a 10.
All right. Let's see here. You are using your powered armor, and you're attacking combat armor with it. So I'm going to actually modify it and say that it's at -3 because the combat armor is +3, so that makes it a 11. Did you get an 11?
The natural roll was 9.
Okay, you didn't get 11. Okay, so you start entering into like a hand-to-hand combat with this guy. Is what happens. Meanwhile, I'm going to move over. Let's see, Chris. What did you do?
I shot at a target.
Which target did you shoot at?
Well, I suppose I'd try to help my buddy out if he was jumping in. Although
you could do that. Go ahead and. What did you get?
Well, I roll a 9, effective 1.
All right. So, and you have to collapse it, by the way. or expand it. So you got a 4 and a 5, which is 9. And then you're using what weapon and what skill do you have?
I actually got a 1 and a 6, and then I have a bonus of 2.
So you got a 1 and a 6, and then what's your dexterity?
It gives me an additional +1, and my
Okay.
skill level is 1.
No, I mean, what is your dexterity and your skill? Just tell me what your dexterity and skill are.
Skill is 1, Dex is +1.
No.
Dex is 9. Skill
9.
is
Okay, so it's a 9. Okay. So let me look at the combat procedure here. And let's see here. And you're using a automatic rifle, right?
Yep.
Okay, and that's at a -3 against combat armor. I'm going to say basically that with your bonuses and the position you are in with surprise, that you just have a basic 8. So what did you roll? You got a 9?
Yeah.
A 9. All right, you hit, and so you can roll for damage.
Dang. What?
It's just 3d6, I think. Is it 3d6? Yeah. Oh man, 12 plus 3. So you got 15. So here's what happens. 15, and then I determine like this. Okay, so 15, bam, he's unconscious right away. Next thing that happens is he's still got another 6 to go. Bam, his dexterity from there goes down to 4. But right off the bat, he is unconscious. And you knock him out. Whoops, I didn't want to do that with all of them. That's dumb.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Holy smokes. It's not going to let me? That's stupid. Okay. All right, well. Just scribble on it, maybe? Like, boom. Like that. There we go. All right, you start, like, wrestling with this guy, right, Dave? And then, like, your buddy just, like, fills it in with lead, and then something, like, spews from his combat armor, and he falls over to the ground. That's what you see happen. Meanwhile, Tiffany, what are you doing?
I want to shoot the guy that is to my left.
All right.
Let me pull up my character sheet real quick.
Let me know your automatic rifle skill and your dexterity. Those are the 2 stats.
Automatic rifle skill is rifle skill 1. My dex is +0, so it's just
Okay. All right.
roll. I'll make the roll, but I think it's just gonna be unmodified. Yeah.
So you're
5
fighting
and a 3.
You're fighting against combat armor, which is a -3. But I'm going to give you
Yep.
a +2 because of your skill and because you're in a state of surprise and an advantageous position, so it's -1. So I've got that you rolled a 5 and a 3 is 8, but it's a 7, so you miss.
Okay.
You miss. Let's see, Tommy,
Yes.
what do you do?
Sorry, I'm going to hit the guy in the middle with my rifle.
All right. Let's see.
Got rifle, auto rifle 1 and a dex of 8, so I'm not going
Of
to
8. Okay. So it'll be at a -1, so you have to hit 9. So 2d6 to hit 9.
Okay, so do you want me to just roll dice or roll from the character sheet?
Roll 2d6 to get 9.
Got it.
You got 9. You hit. You can roll 3d. All right. 12. Once again, this shows how lethal this is, even though he's in combat armor. I'll roll randomly to determine which stat gets hit. Bam. His dexterity, and with that, it goes down immediately. He is unconscious. Bam. You knock him out. If he didn't have combat armor on, he'd be dead, I think. Or seriously wounded, I guess. All right, who else we got? Trellis? Did you act yet?
I haven't acted yet.
All right.
My character's gonna, my character's gonna jump into the trench and find a little cover and shoot at this combat trooper over here.
All right. What's your automatic rifle skill and your dexterity?
Her rifle skill is 1, dex is 5.
5. Okay, so you've got a penalty, so I'm just going to cancel that out. But I will say that you get surprise, and you're attacking, so I'll get it as a +1. However, he has combat armor -3. I'm not going to always announce this, but this is what I do. I have like a sheet of like modifiers over here that I calculate, and then I announce your target number. So because it's -3, I'll bring that to a -2, which makes your target number a 10. So
Okay.
2d6 to hit 10. You gotta roll one more d6.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Right. You can actually...
Yeah, the
you reroll.
number 2 for 1 die is throwing me off.
Yeah, exactly. One more dice.
All right, you miss.
Oh.
Okay, they're going to get a chance to attack now. And he's going to attack with rifle 2. 8. 8, but he's trying to hit you in combat armor on flat foot, so it doesn't hit you. It hits your armor, it doesn't penetrate. And then he's going to try to flee. And that's the best he can do. Now, Squints, let's see here, I got 10 minutes left. Squints and the Varger, they make it up. They survived. And then you see Squints up on top of the trench. He's firing his laser rifle and stuff to the back line. You see these figures in the back. You're hoping to try to get sight of this enemy mobile C2. When all of a sudden, you hear tink, 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 and then Gaina, she looks down and with shock, and she's trying to fumble with something. She's got a grenade, and you notice that the grenade has been set off. I forgot to mention this, by the way, that you all have an SOP that you've been given. This SOP is about psi encounters. The SOP goes like this. You have a code word, trampoline. Anytime someone declares trampoline, everyone is supposed to separate and set down weapons if at all possible. And anyone that cannot do that, even if they're your friend, you're supposed to eliminate them, because they may have fallen under enemy control. But anyways, Gaina, like, you see this, you can actually see the switch, the mechanisms necessary to activate the grenade, activating on their own on Gaina, and she's looking and she's trying to stop it, and the grenade's about to go off. And everyone nearby can make a dexterity check. Dave, Chris, and I'll do one for Karg and Squints. You have to get an 8. Pass. And he fails. So let's see. A big explosion goes off right then and there on Gaina. Let's see. And it's a grenade, so I'm just going to say it's a lot. It's not actually in the equipment. That's enough to utterly destroy Gaina. She dies. And then
Did I roll? Like, I pressed a button. I don't know if anything happened.
I do not see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Chris, did you pass? Did you get a...
I did.
Yeah, you passed. Oof. Wait, do you go... What's your dexterity, Dave?
My dexterity is a 10.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to say that you saw it and that you're able to dodge out of the way. So, Chris and Dave, you're able to dodge out of the way of this grenade that goes off. It also hits Karg, who is at least knocked out and flown across, just tossed across the trench. I suppose it ought to potentially hit this Zodani who's trying to flee as well. So they are also knocked out, unconscious. Oh, that stupid thing. And then, if that's not bad enough, so Squint survives, and you see Squint's holding his head, and he's like this. He's like, and he just looks frantic. and your ears are ringing from this grenade that has gone off, as something is wrong with Squints.
Which one is Squints?
He's the big gorilla.
Gorilla.
Okay.
Do we see anything up there? We see that guy?
Yeah, you do see that guy.
Well, first of all, trampoline.
Trampoline. All right, I'm gonna throw my weapon down, and I'm gonna jump over back here.
Well, no, keep your weapon with you, then jump, then throw it down.
All right.
Yeah.
So everybody executes trampoline and cries it out. You notice Squints is not saying trampoline or dropping his weapon.
Oh boy.
Okay, everybody, train your weapons on, weapons up. Take him down.
Yeah, Squints is like, he looks terrified, but he aims his weapon towards you all with a look of terror in his face, seemingly unable to stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody else shoot Squints. I'm gonna see if I can run up there and get that guy.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay. Everybody you can shoot. From where you are, I'd say you only have to do a 6. So you can roll 3d6 Trellis.
What's...
Tommy can roll 3d6.
Can I move and shoot?
Yeah. Everybody can roll 3d6. Go ahead, Chris.
Got 8.
Okay.
I got 8 damage.
Okay, and then I can see there's more than one of these guys, huh?
Yeah, you see that there's a bunch of them. You're probably horrified to turn and see that there are like these people with these sights, and they're,
Yeah.
you get the sense that they are causing this. Now,
Yeah, I'm gonna...
you all feel, Squints up with lead. He has this look of terror on his face, and then all of a sudden, there's this massive explosion. Let me see where I can find it. This massive explosion goes off, and the whole fighting position just falls in, and you go unconscious.
What is the button you press that gets you that?
Oh, dang, I got such a good shot. I got such a good shot on that guy, too.
Sorry, go ahead, Dave. What were you saying? Yeah, it's true.
I see that Chris knew what button to press to make it give you the damage for the rifle.
If you go from your inventory tab, you can roll the rifle right next to the words automatic rifle. It'll roll your attack and damage in the same roll.
All right, so you awaken in a med bay, covered in devices and medical aids, tubes and wires. Somehow you've managed to survive. It doesn't take long before you realize that some elite mercenary unit, Robinson's Rangers, or something like that, they were a group that were meant to breach Rylanor City's defenses and stop psi attacks, but their mission ended up intersecting with yours. Apparently, they were able to accomplish your mission, and a follow-on force recovered you in your battle dress, saving your life. In the coming months, you heal, and all of you will take a apparent piece of cyber tech. And you can pick this, you can choose, but it has to be something visible, something either on your face or your hands. This will be your last gift from the sector you fought for. You muster out of the service. This is the last kind of thing that happens. They don't give you the choice at this point. Some of you have the illusion of choice. The others are just kicked out because they don't need you anymore. The war over. With whatever benefits you've accrued in the convening years, you find yourself less and less welcome in these civilized systems in Rylanor. Imperial law does not have a precedent for when you murder someone, but you're under mind control, except for ancient imperial low law that suggests that even in a fugue state, a person is responsible for their actions. Now, cooler heads prevail, And the barony in Rylanor decides to pardon everyone that was involved in the Fifth Frontier War. Unfortunately, those attitudes do not necessarily carry over in the places that you find yourself in. And as the life of a veteran of the Frontier War, there are rumors that maybe the Zodani put something in your mind. Maybe you could flip. Maybe there's this thing where they call switching or flicking, where suddenly, you just turn on like a Manchurian Candidate kind of thing, right? Now, that's probably not true. But the Frontier War vets gain this reputation. Many of them become criminals, murderers. They have a propensity for violence. And this would explode into a moral panic in a lot of these systems. All in all, you find yourself as a frontier vet having a hard time finding a job. And more, as a survivor of the Battle of Rylanor, you're pushed to the frontiers of the Imperium just to find work. Unlike most RPGs, Traveler, you were starting at the end. You are not at level 1 and then you get better. You are at your peak now, and that's it. And now you go from there. You decide to meet up with your friends from the Frontier War. It's been 5 years, and this is where you've accrued these other skills. And you are at Startown Liberty. Let's see here. Spirit Marches, Startown Liberty. Startown Liberty. It's one of the last stops in Imperial space. And you're left to find work as a traveler. A traveler is a vagabond, someone who lives on a ship. You never stay on a planet. You get to a planet, you do your work, you move on. You basically sleep in space. You find that as a frontier vet, this is what you need to do to survive. You meet up with your friends, you form a crew. And that's you all now. You may have been somebody during the war, Chris's character, for example, but you're a nobody now. And you're just another traveler trying to make a buck for the next day. So
I was a merchant.
Well, I mean, you're a big deal.
I've always been making bucks.
Right, yeah. So, anyways, Startown Liberty. Liberty is a neon Sin City, kind of Vegas-like place. Frontier vets go here to vent their frustrations and dive bars and drown out their memories and spend money. It's got a vice for just about anyone, and you can buy guns here too. It's here that one of you, maybe Chris's character, or maybe the Baron, maybe Dave's character, you have a lead on a job, and you formed a crew, and that's where we'll start next time.